Hi, it's Caitlin and I'm here with my July 2023 polish pickup video, which is all about the rewind where you can pick up polishes that you missed from previous polish pickups. That was a lot of P's. So July is a very good month for polish pickup because it is an opportunity to correct any mistakes you made in the past where you didn't pick up a polish that you wish you had, or perhaps you just couldn't afford it at the time. I mean, let's be honest, there's a lot of nail polish. It gets very expensive. It's hard to keep up. So hopefully the polishes that I'm showing you in this video and that are coming back for rewind are polishes that you wanted and you did miss. And I'm excited because there's some that I missed that I definitely will be picking up this time around. Some of the polishes I'm showing will be available on the polish pickup website, and others will be available on the individual brand's website. I will indicate where you can get what down in the description, and I have a lot of polish, so let's just get into it.
First up, I'm starting with the compensated swatches in my video, and this is Bee's Knees Lacquer Skooma 2.0. So this one was voted to come back to the Bee's Knees Lacquer website, and this one is originally from the polish pickup in June 2020. It was inspired by the illegal potion from the Elder Scrolls games, and this one is described as a dark purple cream with glowing blue to purple shimmer. So this one will be available on the Bee's Knees Lacquer site from July 14th through the 31st. And if you've been watching me apply it, you will notice that it has a really nice formula. It's definitely got a creamy base to it, which is kind of different from the Bee's Knees Lacquer shimmers that I have become accustomed to. And this one I will recommend building it up in 3 coats. It definitely helps that the formula is on the thinner side because it is a cream, but that allows the shimmer to show up. Whereas if you had a thicker cream, the shimmer wouldn't show. So it dries down just a tiny bit dull. I will recommend Glossy Top Coat to bring out the shine and make it as beautiful as possible. And of course, I'm using the Cuticula Limitless Top Coat like I always do. And you could hopefully already tell how strong that blue purple glowing shimmer is. It really is glowy, and I loved this one in every kind of lighting. It's just really pretty. It's like a grayed out kind of purple, and that shimmer is super, super strong. So here you can see it from the window light, and in a little bit of early morning sun, it just really is a very glowy shimmer pigment. Next up we have Bee's Knees Lacquer Little Moth, and this is the polish that will be on the polish pickup website. This is also a 2.0 version, which means it's just slightly different from the original, that they didn't want to call it Little Moth because it's not the exact same as the original. So this one is originally from April 2019, and it was inspired by Sander Cohen in the game BioShock. And this one's described as a dusty blue with red to green shifting shimmer. So this one has a really nice formula. Again, it's sort of like that cream with a shimmer in it, and I would recommend building this one up in 3 thin coats just to get the most even and most shimmer payoff. So the shimmer in this is really quite lovely. I will recommend sort of capping your tip because it does have like a creamy jelly formula, which sometimes pulls back depending on your application. So as you can see on that 3rd coat, it's pretty much totally opaque. It also deepens the base color, and it just makes everything so beautiful. I really like this polish. So it also dries down just a tiny bit dull, so I will recommend glossy top coat, Cuticula Limitless, once again my favorite. And this one, I am really excited for you to see it because it has a ton of shifts, which you aren't seeing the full spectrum of right now, but you will in a second. So this one is described as having red to green shifting shimmer, but to me, I'm catching some blue, maybe some purple. The green is very prominent. I was really impressed with the payoff of the shimmer in this one. It's just super strong and like a really elegant nail polish color. So I'm very excited to wear this one again for myself. I really, really liked it. Next up we have Clionadh Cosmetics, and this one is Hitchhiking Ghosts. So this one is the first polish I think Clionadh Cosmetics did for polish pickup, if I'm not wrong. And this one I believe they're also classifying as a 2.0 version, but to me they were basically the same. I couldn't really tell the difference between the original and the 2.0. And this one's described as a blue leading indigo base with pink to gold to lime to aqua shifting shimmer, pink to orange to gold to green iridescent flakes, and holographic micro glitter. This has a fantastic formula. I love everything about it. I love the Haunted Mansion at Walt Disney World. I am a sucker for that ride, and I love the Hitchhiking Ghosts. So I love this polish, and it is really beautiful. The shimmer in it is super strong. You get that really intense green shift to it at the extreme angles, which I love. And if you didn't pick it up the first time, I think you should definitely grab it now. So the other polish that Clionadh Cosmetics is bringing back, this one they're bringing back to their shop, and you can use my affiliate code, which is in the description below. It'll save you 6%. It's just Caitlin Swatches in all caps, and I do get a bit of kickback from that, so if you use it, I greatly appreciate you. And this one is described as a gloomy blue base with medium particle shimmer that shifts through a rainbow of pink, red, orange, yellow, and green with blue reflective micro glitter. And the reflective micro glitter represents the rain before the bow, which is really cute. So this has a really nice formula in my opinion. There's so many elements in this polish, but they all work really beautifully together, and it just kind of looks like a beautiful rainbow. Like, it really captures that inspiration. So this one, I built it up in 2 coats. I thought that the opacity was there for me. You might want 3, but I was happy with it in 2. And I will recommend a good thick glossy top coat like Cuticula Limitless to smooth it out, because there are some of those micro glitters in there. And you can already see just how sparkly and reflective those glitters are. There you can definitely see the beautiful green and yellow shifts to the shimmer. This one is honestly stunning. The pink is really obvious, the red. This really has every color of the rainbow in one polish. And moving along, we have Girly Bits. This one is called Universal Language, and this one is coming to the polish pickup shop. It's a vibrant purple loaded with pink shimmer and pink color shifting flakes. So this one was inspired by Pam's love of music. It was for the Maker's Choice polish pickup, which I believe was March 2022. And This one is just so beautiful. The purple is such a gorgeous shade of purple. I love those pink color shifting flakes. They complement the base color beautifully. And this one has some really rainbowy shifts as well if you catch it in the right lighting. So I honestly think most people will get this opaque in 2 coats, and I will recommend glossy top coat even though it dries down pretty glossy on its own. And here it is. Like, honestly, this one is just so pretty. I just got mesmerized by it for a second. I really like everything about this polish, and again, hopefully if you didn't pick it up the first time, you will pick it up the second time, because if you're a purple lover, this one is not to be missed in my opinion. It is just beautiful. And the other Girly Bits polish coming to the Gracie, is it Gracie and J? Gracie J shop. So Gracie J is where you can pick up Girly Bits polishes. This will be available in their shop from July 1st to 20th. This one is described as a soft white base with blue shimmer and flakes and a sprinkle of a sprinkle of hollow. This one was from the June 2018 video game theme. So we're going way back in the polish pickup time machine. But this one has like the funniest name ever, and it has a beautiful formula as well. I loved it in 2 coats. Some people might want 3, but I was able to get opacity in 2, and I will recommend a glossy top coat because you just get all of the sparkly, shimmery goodness melded together. And that blue shimmer is actually quite strong. The little sprinkle of hollow is such a beautiful complement, and of course those flakes just works together. It definitely gives off the essence of a Wii game. I guess it's like the Wii controller with the blue and the white, but Pam did a great job with this one. And you can see how sparkly it is out in the sunlight. Now we have Sassy Sauce, and Sassy Sauce is bringing Glampire to the polish pickup shop. This one is described as a violet jelly packed with red to copper golden shifting shimmer, black to red shifting multi-chrome flakes, and red glitter flakes. So when this one hits the light, it really sparkles, and the shimmer in this really does glow. This one has a really nice formula. Honestly, the way that the purple and the red complement each other is just incredible in this polish. It's so vampy and so juicy and so glowy that I'm really happy it's come back for Rewind, because again, if you missed it the first time, shame on you. Just kidding. No shame, no judgment. I'm just glad that people will have an opportunity to pick it up this time because it is truly beautiful. And as you can see, that third coat really just rounds it out. It deepens the violet jelly base and also intensifies the glowing red shimmer, which, if you can't already tell, is so intense. So I will recommend glossy top coat. I am using the Sassy Sauce top coat that they have in their shop. It's really nice. Does a really good job of glossing everything out. So here it is in 3 coats plus top coat. And this is really how glowy and shifty it is. It is honestly so stunning. And here in the sun, you can see how amazing it really is. So Wet Spot is the polish that's coming back to the sassysaucepolish.com website, where you can pick it up from July 1st through the 31st. And this one is a super shifty turquoise jelly with gold reflective glitter. and at some angles you will see a purpley pink shift, and at other angles you will get a gold, copper, green shift. So this one is inspired by a photo of Aquaman, and that name is just hilarious to me. So this one builds up really nicely in 2 coats. I think that some people might want 3, but I was happy with it in 2. It has a fantastic formula. It does have reflective glitter, so you might want to make sure you use a really thick glossy top coat to smooth out the reflective glitter, but it won't be really difficult to remove. And this one is truly stunning no matter how you capture it in whichever lighting. So this is outside. You can see those reflective glitters twinkling really nicely in the sun. You can also see those shifts, which are quite strong. And here it is under my swatching lights. The reflective glitter in this one was really obvious to me. Like other polishes, I just didn't see the purpose of reflective glitter, but this one is making me kind of love reflective glitter, which I know. I've had a journey with reflective glitter. I've made peace with it. I think it's used perfectly in this polish. It's all about how it's used, when it's used sparingly, which is how it's used here. And we're just ignoring the shifts, but hopefully you're seeing them because they are quite stunning. Now we are moving into the unpaid portion of my video, and this one is Cuticula Meowgical 2.0, and this one is a 2.0 version. It's not a virgin, I don't know, maybe it's a virgin, but Meowgical 2.0 is a deep indigo base with strong large particle orange to gold to green shifting shimmer and silver holographic flakes. And I will compare it to Meowgical, the original, because it is quite different. And what Amanda said is that the scattered hollow change gives the base a deeper shade, and it gives the larger particle shimmer a more striking effect. So you can be the judge when you see my comparison between the two. And this one I will recommend building up in 3 coats. It has a sheer jellyish base, so it looks best when you build it up. And I am using the Cuticula Limitless Top Coat to just bring everything together. The shimmer in this one is definitely strong. The hollow flakes are prominent, like they're visible in the base, whereas the original was almost a linear hollow. So you can definitely see those gold and green shifts. The red is there. It just shifts really easily, which I appreciate. And Meowgical, the original, is on my middle finger. It definitely gives a different effect. And the base color does look different too because of, I guess, the hollow. So I've sort of got it alternating 2.0 original, 2.0 and original on my pinky again. So you can see the difference. And potentially if you really like this color, even if you have the original, you might need the 2.0. And Cuticula is bringing Siren Song 2.0 to her shop from July 1st through the 31st. And this one is a mix of smaller and larger particle shimmers in different shifts. The base is made up of a super shifting shimmer in green to blue to purple in small and large particles, and then blue to purple to lilac shifting shimmer in small and larger particles, and then silver platinum flakes in matte black flakies. So I don't have the original to compare, but I will say that this is beautiful. So this one I thought was good in 2 coats. If you want 3, definitely go for it. It would build up easily. It dried quickly between coats, but I liked the slightly more ethereal look I got in 2 coats. And here you can definitely see that blue purple lilac shift, which is personally what makes me love this polish so much. I think it's really beautiful. And I do also like those platinum flakes. I think they're a fun addition to this polish, which hopefully if you have the original, you can tell how different or similar this is, but I don't have it, so I can't compare. And moving along, we have Polished for Days Jack-o'-lantern. This one is coming to the Polish Pickup shop, and it is a burnt orange jelly with orange to green glowing iridescent shifting flakes and black flakes. This was originally released in September 2021, which blows my mind because I remember getting this polish and it doesn't feel like almost 2 years ago. So weird. But anyway, this one has a beautiful jelly formula. I have definitely worn it on Halloween in past years because it is the perfect Halloween polish. And this one is identical to the original version, so I'm happy to report that. And this one, I do think it looks best when you build it up in 2 to 3 coats. I kind of went very sparingly on my index, so I did a third, but my middle finger, you can see it in 2 coats. So it just depends how you build it up, but it's essentially the same end product. And this one looks amazing in the sun. And I love here at this angle when you get those different color shifts to the flakes. You got like yellow and green, and it just works really beautifully. It's very autumnal and Halloween-y. And I know a lot of people are very excited to be seeing this one back because they either bought a bottle and have used it up, or they regretted skipping it because it is honestly really, truly beautiful. And coming to the Polished for Days shop for the month of July until the 21st, actually. It's not till the end of the month, just till July 21st. July 1st to 21st. Oh, no, actually, I lied. It's July 7th through the 21st on the Polished for Days website. This one is called That's How You Know. And this one is a teal base packed with pink to green shifting iridescent microflake shimmer. And it was originally released in November 2019, inspired by the movie Enchanted. And I'm super happy this one came back too because I actually always wanted it. I didn't order it and I should have, but now I have it and I'm so glad I do because it is absolutely stunning. I chose to leave this one in 2 coats for a sheer, more ethereal look, but you might want 3, or you might want to do it over the white soft focus snow base, or even another one of the soft focus nail line blurring base coat colors. So this one has tons of color shifts, as you can see. You've got like green and pink and blue and aqua at extreme angles. Everything in this polish just works together so beautifully. I think it is one of the prettiest nail polishes, and I just really enjoyed looking at my nails while I had this polish on. Here we have Paint It Pretty polish with rainbow hair. I am so happy this polish is back. I already own 2 bottles of it. That's how much I love it. Honestly, this might be one of my favorite nail polishes of all time. So do it for me. Order this polish if you don't already have it. Trust me when I say it is so stunning. It is beyond comprehension. Truly, it is the best. So this one is coming to the Polish Pickup website, and it will be capped at 200. So I am hoping that it sells out because I want everyone to get a bottle of this polish. It is so perfect. This one is a sheer blue base packed with shifting shimmers, which doesn't do it justice. There is literally every color of the rainbow in this polish, and personally, I like it still looking sheer, so I left it in 2 coats, but there's so much going on in this polish, you really can't see your nail line. And this is just the beginning. Wait for it. Wait for it. Just wait for that intense green shift. That is my favorite thing in the whole world. This is honestly like every color of the rainbow in the polish. I love the base color. I love the feel of the formula. It's super squishy. This polish makes me very happy. And like I said, if you don't already have it, if you like blues, if you like shimmers, if you like sheers, then you need rainbow hair. And Paint It Pretty Polish is going to bring What's Your Element back to their website. And I think it will also be available on the Gracie J and Company website, where a whole bunch of polishes will be available. So this one is another polish that is probably one of my favorite polishes of all time. Honestly, this one is also going to blow your mind, so just trust me when I say stick through this and wait till we see the full hand shot, because this polish is so stunning. Obviously it's on the sheer side. It has a beautiful purple base, and the shimmer in this one is also extremely rainbowy. I would recommend building it up in 3. I probably would wear it in 2, but I know most people like to see things a little more opaque, so I'm showing you in 3 coats for all of your sakes. And this one has a fantastic formula. It builds up super easily. The shimmer is so intense, as you're going to see in a second. So here you can already get a taste for the shimmer, but like, come on. Are you kidding me? Do you see that shift? It's like aqua, it's blue, it's literally neon practically on my nails. I'm not making this up. This is as beautiful as it truly is. So please do not sleep on this polish. It is absolutely stunning, and I know for some of you it's difficult because it's available on the Paint It Pretty Polish website, which is in Canada, but it is worth every penny to get this shipped to you. Organize a group buy, do what you need to do to get this polish, because it is truly magnificent. And here we have Wildflower Lacquer, perhaps a Christmas gourd. So this one is coming back from the November 2022 polish pickup. It was the holiday 'Tis the Season theme, and this one is inspired by Schitt's Creek, and this is a deep cherry red base with pink to orange shifting shimmer. This polish is quite stunning. As you can see, if you love reds, then this is honestly the perfect red for your collection, but it is a stainer, so you will definitely want 2 layers of base coat, and just be prepared that even with that, you may still experience some staining because this is so pigmented. So I applied 2 coats plus top coat, and as you can see, that shimmer is really stunning. You get orange shifts. It's just really beautiful. It's like foily and eye-catching, but also really smooth and satiny looking. So it is a really stunning red. And last but not least, we have Bluebird Lacquer. These came just in the mail today, so they made it into my video. This one is Rock of Sages, and this one is a very popular polish that was voted in the Bluebird Lacquer Facebook group to come back. And this one is an emerald green shattered hollow with a glowy emerald green to purple multi-chrome shimmer. And it's inspired by one of Lou's favorite places in her home state, Mesa Verde. And this polish is really beautiful. It has a really good formula. It goes on very easily and smoothly in 2 coats. It does dry down dull. There's a ton of hollow flakes in there, which give it a really nice sparkle. I will recommend a glossy top coat to bring back the shine. And as you can see, that hollow really does twinkle nicely. And this one is really pretty, and it's prettier than I was able to capture. The multi-chrome shift is definitely there. It gives it a really intensity to it, I guess. I don't know how to describe it, but I wasn't really able to pick up the purple shift, but it's there, trust me, and it's really pretty. And then Bluebird Bath and Body is also bringing back something. This one is their No More Uglicals Cuticle Balm, and this one is in the Bird of Paradise scent. And it's a blend of tropical floral notes with hints of berries, coconut, and vanilla. So this one comes in a 1/2 ounce recyclable metal container, which is always great. And it is made of shea butter, apricot oil, cocoa butter, and then fragrance. And it's one of those products that you kind of warm it up in the tin and then apply it to your nails. It's not too greasy. It absorbs really well into the skin, and I think it did a nice job of moisturizing. My fingers were really dry when I put this on, but it's a nice blend of oils and butters, and it has a nice scent. It's not strong at all. So if you don't like strong scents, then this is a good candidate probably for you. And then coming back to the Bluebird Lacquer shop, this one is the Walking Debt, which will be available July 14th through the end of the month in the Bluebird Lacquer shop. And this one is inspired by student loans. So I think this was for like the horror theme, which nothing is scarier than student loans. And this one has spooky shifts of lime, blue, and purple with black flakies and ghost black reflective glitter, which give it an ethereal, haunted vibe. And this one is definitely interesting and also incredibly beautiful. It's one of those polishes that I really couldn't stop staring at when I put it on my nail. It's really captivating and very glowy. I guess that's the best way to describe it. It's just really, really cool. So this one, I would recommend a good glossy top coat, potentially 2, because there are those reflective glitters in there, but the Cuticula Limitless Top Coat smoothed it out in 1. I went with just 2 coats. I thought it covered well enough for me, but I can see that some people might want 3, and hopefully you can see what I mean about how captivating this polish is. It is so glowy, so shifty. Sometimes it's green, sometimes it's blue, sometimes it's purple. There's just so much going on in this one, but it works really, really well, and it definitely has that ghostly sort of spooky vibe.
So I don't think I can pick favorites. There's just too many, and I'm just excited that all of these polishes are back again. So I would love to hear about the polishes you're planning on picking up this time that you might have missed the first time, or maybe you're buying a backup because you love it so much and you just want more of it. Let me know in the comments, and I guess that's it for me. I hope you have a great day wherever you are, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye!